Hello everyone and happy Friday. Before we share my analysis from these last few days, please remember that neither I nor the SIMETRI team from Crypto Briefing are licensed financial advisors. What we provide is not a personalised investment advice, it is merely our opinions based on our various research and diligence. As always, do your own research before making any decisions about buying or selling crypto.
We'll get to the key technical level. So for me, as I'm going to show you now, 53,000 is probably the key downside level to watch in the market at the moment. If we do get down, I think it's probably the best swing buying opportunity we're going to get this month if it holds. The current weekly point, the current weekly pivot point sits at 61,000. So we are way below that. Interestingly, we are below the monthly pivot point, or at least we were the last time I checked. So that is also something to watch out for as well. So all the time we're below the monthly and the weekly, obviously very bearish. Yesterday we closed a daily candle above the monthly pivot, so do bear that in mind as well. In terms of resistance, I think 60,000 has been the area Bitcoin's been struggling with, and if we got through there, I'd expect a test of 62,300. So if we were to move down in terms of downside targets, I think if we were to hold below 53,000 to 52.8 and we couldn't get back above there, then there's a strong chance that the market's going to just probably capitulate towards 50,000. So those would be my two downside targets if you're bearish and not expecting a reversal. Again, watch out for daily price closes below or above the 57,000 for a bearish or bullish signal. Okay, so let's get to Bitcoin and let's see what's going on the charts at the moment. So at the moment, I think let's have a look at the sell signals, seeing as the market is pretty bearish. So here we've got a daily chart in front of us, and we can see that the Williams Alligator indicator on the daily time frame is issuing a strong sell signal. We can also see that the parabolic SAR indicator is also issuing a sell signal. So overall, things are looking pretty bearish on the daily time frame. However, due to the fact that this is a large reversal pattern, things can change pretty quickly. And if we look at the left-hand shoulder there, we can see that these dips have been brought up. So if we are going to mimic that sequence, then potentially we could see some to and fro from that area. So let's have a look at the 57,000 level to the 57,400 level. And at the moment, it's an important area for the market. So it's a former key swing low for the market, hence why the market is taking so much time to decide what it's doing around it. 57.3 is also the location of the monthly pivot point. We also have the 57,200 level, which is the mid Bollinger Band on the H4 time frame. And also a sell signal was in place on the Williams Alligator indicator while we're trading below the 57,400 area. So bear that in mind over the next few days. All the time we stay below there, we're obviously bearish. If we move above there on a daily basis and we start to hold above this key technical region, then things are going to look up. So this is a trend line that we've been looking at in the market for a while. And the fact that we didn't fully test it, I would say, is something to watch out for, as it certainly hints that the market could come back and test it anytime soon. It currently tops out at around 75,000. And as you can see here, even though the Williams Alligator indicator is currently offering a sell signal on the daily time frame, the weekly is still very bullish, and we're holding above that green line of support, so we could easily bounce back from here. And as I explained earlier, the 75,000 level is probably going to be a target if we were to turn higher from here. I would say something to watch out for in terms of traders looking to buy around the 53,000 level. There's several forms of technical analysis pointing towards the 53,000 level. So here, this lovely falling wedge pattern actually comes in around 53,000. So if we were to fall towards the bottom of this wedge, it's highly probable that we get a nice pop higher and potentially a new all-time high. Other forms of technical analysis. So if you have a look at this lovely orange trend line, if you have a look how important it is to the market, once we crack below it, the market come up and tested it, and we fell down roughly from 47,000 all the way down under 30,000. So what did the market do on the recovery? It's come back up and tested it. It's faltered. It's fallen again. And once it's popped back up, we haven't had a full test of this key trend line, and it's also intersecting with this wedge pattern as well. And also, I'd just like to draw your attention to this key former high here, which is now former resistance turn support, and it hasn't had a full test. So all in all, this technical region here is very, very important. And I think that's why it could be such a fabulous buying opportunity if we move back down to the 53,000 level over the next few days, and it could be a turning point for the market. But I think we also have to consider the bear case, because if we were to break through that area, it would be pretty disastrous for Bitcoin, and we could probably see a move towards 50,000, maybe even 48,000. And if we also consider market psychology in terms of key areas that may be tested, if we have a look here, why this area is so important: former key swing low, former key swing low, former key swing low, former key swing low. So if we were to move down there, then I would expect that to be a reversal point for the market. But do bear in mind what I touched upon earlier today in the section where I covered the crypto total market cap chart. And I said that there could be a play in the market where we move towards the 3.6 trillion level, and we fall off sharply from there down to around about 1.8 trillion. So if we were to leave this area untested, we could definitely see a scenario where Bitcoin moved towards 75,000 and then collapsed down here and took out a significant amount of stops and retail money. And this may be the turning point for the market. So as you know, anybody who's attended these webinars over the last few years tend to be forward-looking. So at the moment, these are the type of scenarios that I'm looking at in terms of forward-looking plays for Bitcoin. So if I were to summarize, I would say we're hoping for a big move down towards the 53,000 level and then a massive reversal. You cannot discount, I would say, a rally from current levels if we continue to close the daily candle above the 57,000 level. A drop below the 53,000 level could cause a significant decline. I would say also, please bear in mind that we have the untested trend line lurking around 75,000. Highly unusual that we didn't go up to test that. And also the crypto total market cap chart shows a range of 1.8 to 3.6 trillion this quarter, in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at Ethereum now. So Ethereum, similar to Bitcoin, is pretty difficult at the moment. And I would say there is a number of scenarios that we need to bear in mind. It's not just a simple case of Ethereum is going higher as it was during the middle of September up until just a few weeks ago. So let's have a look. So if we have a look at what's on the cards, we do have this invalidated head and shoulders pattern here, and we basically popped above it and made a new high. So this is invalidated, and this would indicate that we've got a $7,000 target. So if we look at the dynamics of the price action, we are making higher highs. So you can see any of these lows have been bought, and we have not been able to break underneath this key low during the recent pullback. So this is an area to watch out for. And as long as this remains defended, there's a strong chance that this 7,000 number is still on the cards. If we were to see the bearish scenario unfold for Ethereum, then basically we need to see this low broken, hence the dynamics of the higher lows would then be taken out, and we probably test towards the next significant low in the market, which would be around $3,600, and that could be a premium buying opportunity. If we were to break underneath there, then we'd be looking much, much lower for Ethereum. Overall, I'm still pretty bullish, and I would say the fact that the 4,000 level has remained well defended, we have to respect that, what the market is currently doing. And if we have a look at this pattern here, if this pattern here, this head and shoulders pattern were to be invalidated, I think there's two steps there that the market would need to take. So first of all, we need to see Ethereum hanging above 4,400, pretty much rock solid, and then taking out the highs, and that has a target of around $6,000. So you'd be looking at around 6,000 to 7,000 as the premium targets for the market if we did see a turnaround from current levels for Ethereum. As well, I would like to draw your attention to Ether, BTC. I'm not really getting an awful lot from this chart at the moment. I don't think it's to play at the moment. I think I would almost certainly say that If you were to look for trading opportunities, I don't think this is the most exciting one out there at the moment. I would say if you are adamant about playing the range, then that is what you need to do. So selling towards the top of the range and buying towards the bottom of the range, as highlighted by this box, that's probably the play. And that's what's been working, I guess, for a while now. Even though it is a relatively large range, I still think that there's pretty more substantial and exciting trading opportunities outside of the BTC at the moment. Okay, so let's break down Ethereum. Ethereum could be headed back towards the former triangle breakout area. If we do see a loss of the 4,000 level, again, this could see a move towards 3,600, which could be a major buying opportunity. Failure to move, I would say, around the recent low, and we could see the head and shoulders pattern invalidated, and 6,000 and 7,000 are valid upside targets if 4,400 is broken.
And thank you. I hope you found my thoughts helpful. If you'd like more, please click the subscribe button for Pro BTC Trader and join me every week on Wednesdays for our live trading war room and daily email updates.